What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Talk. I'm your host, Patrick Hennessy, joined today by Sean Petrucci and Brandon Kramer. We're previewing the ALDS today. Let's go, boys.
Fucking go, bro.
Yankees Rays. Yankees made light work of the Cleveland Indians. Game 2 was a little bit hectic, but
a little bit. Like let's be honest.
hectic.
Yeah,
Like,
don't undersell it.
Like that might have been the most stressful game I have witnessed in a long time. Like
yeah, but
I
at
think
the end of the
Very
day,
long time.
we still got a 2-game sweep out of it.
we did.
But the Rays absolutely dominated the Blue Jays to no one's surprise. Now we got ourselves up for the premier ALDS matchup. I'm pretty sure this is the matchup everyone was looking forward to this postseason. Yankees Rays got some bad blood. Tensions are going to be flying high. I say we start off by looking at Game 1, probable pitching matchups. We know Garrett Cole's going for the Yankees.
He's going up
not-
against the greatest pitcher of all time to be announced.
To be announced, solid ass pitcher. But I'm assuming, I know what they say about assuming things, but I think the Rays are going to go with Snell Game 1. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Brandon
honestly,
doesn't seem
I
too
would say, I
sure
would
about
say
it.
so, probably.
I'm not sure because it depends who has had more success against the Yankees, because you could see, let's
maybe
say this
not.
game
Maybe
goes
they'll-
5. If this series goes 5, you could see the guy that starts Game 1 potentially pitching on short rest in Game 5. So who would the Rays rather have? For us, Garrett Cole makes sense. But I could see, by the way, Glasnow, except for that first game against us and the other times he fucking dominated us, Snell has had some issues against us. And especially in a smaller ballpark, you could very much well see Glasnow actually going Game 1.
I think that's fair, especially once you bring up like the Game 5 strategy. I would probably rather have Glasnow in Game 5 than Snell.
Mm-hmm.
But
especially with the righty-dominated lineup, they probably don't want Snell going twice.
yeah, but
If
I
the
mean, of
Yankees
course,
would.
with Cole, you kind of know what you're gonna get. He was absolutely dominant against the Indians. You could only hope that he would give you that same sort of performance against the Rays. But Game 2 up in the air for both teams. I know we were talking about this before. The Yankees could go in so many different directions as far as Game 2 goes. They could either use Tanaka or save Tanaka for Game 2 or throw it happen there for Game 2. What do you guys think they're going to do with Game 2?
Quick question. Devi hasn't pitched against the Rays, right?
No, I don't believe so.
That's risky.
Brandon's
No,
got his thought process going. You're not going to throw Devi Game 2.
Running right now.
No,
He's got
Devi's
like that
definitely
Jimmy Neutron brain going.
Devi is definitely gonna get used, because the fact that the Rays have not seen him, he's one of the pitchers in our pen that they actually have not seen. And the Rays at times, especially against Paxton, that game he dominated before those 2 home runs, had trouble hitting high spin rate, well located fastballs. So, I mean, do I think they're gonna start him? No. Would I be surprised if they're like, hey, fuck it? But definitely in a bullpen game, you could see Game 2, I would not start Tanaka. Game 2, I would honestly give Tanaka. I'm just scared because what Tanaka showed against the Indians was,
I mean, that to the rain delay, really.
But still, even after the rain delay, the amount of pitches he was hanging was kind of concerning.
Yeah, but I mean, his rhythm was completely messed up at that point. Like, I look at that start and I really don't use that as judging what we can expect from Tanaka against Tampa. Because I'm pretty sure he's had pretty good success against Tampa too, if I'm not wrong.
Tanaka has thrown, I think, half of his complete games against us.
So he's definitely not scared of him.
But I mean, if I had to take a guess, I mean, here's what they should do: throw out Cole Game 1, Tanaka Game 2, and if you're up 2-0.
If you're up 2-0, I feel like
I would throw Devi Garcia out in a game.
Yeah, why not? Right?
Kind of like what they did against the Twins last year when you throw out Sevy for Game 3.
Exactly. Because I think the fact that they have not seen him at all, and I mean, his stuff seems like it could play well against those Rays. I mean, we're going to have to be really solid on defense. A lot of the times the Rays beat us was when we beat ourselves. We can beat this team if we play the way we played against the Indians. The Rays have not played us this year. The Rays have not played us this year when we have been at the top of our game.
The Yankees lineup just has the same exact approach against these Rays pitchers. We're not losing.
Yeah.
Expect Glasnow's pitches. I mean, just like that first matchup against Glasnow when
work his pitch count. Don't swing at his curveball in the dirt. And
They
I know
just
he's got
need to
like
carry
fastball.
that same approach, like because
He's
they
got really
had that
good
approach in
fastball.
Cleveland.
Yeah, I don't know what got into them, honestly.
Discipline and situational hitting, that's all they need. But I guess now we could take this opportunity to move into the offense. I think without a doubt, on paper, the Yankees clearly have an offense that is 1,000 times better than Tampa Bay.
We beat. If you look at the positional matchups, I truly believe we beat
Every
them
category.
like left
Every single one.
field. Depends on who's playing left. If it's Meadows, Gardner, Meadows. But if it's Clint Meadows,
I
mean,
thought
maybe they
Meadows
have-
plays
It's
right.
not gonna be Meadows though.
Meadows has played left against us. He's played right against us. Kiermaier, I'd take Hicks over Kiermaier. Right field, not even a question. First
That
base,
graphic had
not even a
Kiermaier over
question.
Hicks.
Second base, DJ LeMahieu, not even a question. Shortstop, if you look at this year, Adames has had a good year, but overall, I take
Yeah,
Gleyber
you got to
Torres.
pick Torres over
Third
Adames.
base, we have a top. You could say top 5, but I would say at least top
It's
10.
easily
third base.
Gio.
And honestly, Mike Zunino fucking sucks. And
Who even
Gary,
plays third base for the Rays?
Yandy Diaz
Yandy
used to,
Diaz.
but isn't
Oh,
he hurt?
yeah.
He got hurt. Is he back?
who knows?
No, I think he's back.
Because they've had a lot of injuries. It's kind of hard to keep up.
I
Let
mean,
me see what
I
their
think they've
lineup
had
was.
more than us, to be honest.
Let me see who played third. Yeah, they lost their
Yeah, but-
entire bullpen at one point.
They lost their pitchers, but
Yeah, I truly think that if the Yankees carry the same sort of plate discipline and patient approach that they did against Cleveland, I think that they will absolutely dominate the Rays. Because, once again, if I'm being honest with you, the Indians' pitching scares me more than the Rays.
100%. I mean,
Yandy
he's
Diaz
probably
is
in,
back. He played.
when you
He's back.
saw Karachek, the guy that gave up the grand slam to Gio. Props to Gio for hitting that out. That guy was throwing at the weirdest fucking arm
That guy's
angle.
a bum, by the way. An
Bro,
absolute
he's
weirdo.
tried so hard to be Charlie Sheen.
He was scared. He was
really.
really scared coming out.
So
there.
weird.
So
I
John
mean, you
Wooden
come out
breakdown of
looking
that
like
bat
Charlie
was
Sheen.
good.
Like, come on.
But also, I think you saw an article. The Yankees were very fucking loud during
Yeah.
that series.
The
Here's the
Yankees
thing.
wanted it.
They do, and that's why. I mean, that's why I
They're
said
tired of
people.
this.
When we did a live, I was kind of roasted for this by saying the Yankees and being an underdog. You give the Yankees any material, hey, they always think they're the best. So if they're not the number 1 seed, of course they're going to think they're the underdog. And now you have more people rooting against you, going up against a number 1 seed, and a team that honestly fucking dominated you. I'm sorry, but they're going to go out there and be like, I want to fucking kick you while you are down.
Yeah. But one thing as far as the lineup goes, I don't know if you guys are going to agree with me on this, but Clint Frazier needs to start playing. The opportunity that they gave him in game 2 for one at bat, I think it was in the 8th inning with runners on. That's just
That
like,
was so unfair.
I can't even put any blame on Clint for that awful at bat, because what do you expect? You're just taking this guy and throwing him into probably the most tense situation at bat he's ever had in his career. And after not giving him any starting opportunities, after saying that he's your starting left fielder moving forward, what do you expect out of the guy? So I need to see him starting at least half of these games against Tampa Bay.
You're going
Because-
to kill me for this.
What,
He won't
Brett
start
Gardner?
against.
Bro, Brett Gardner was awful in game 2.
Start him against Charlie Morton because for some fucking reason, Brett Gardner owns the living shit out of Charlie Morton. But if I see him, as I said this before, if I see him against Snell, you can't
Gardner?
tell me analytics back that up. That
talking about
Gardner,
No way.
if Gardner starts when Snell's pitching, like
He's
you
not.
cannot.
No.
Yeah, but you if they say analytics, you cannot tell me. I mean,
They're gonna
it
go all
depends on
righties
this.
and next.
you need to against Glasnow. It's going to be interesting because when Clinton is locked in, he takes pitches with ease. But when he's struggling, he misses some fastballs. And at times at this field, honestly, I think the wall in left is slightly shorter
I think
in
so,
height.
yeah.
I mean, this field's kind of weird. Like the gaps are not as deep. And with that Yankees
Isn't
approach,
right field
honestly,
really weird.
yeah, it's
right
like
field's pretty weird.
it's weird.
But so
I
is,
mean,
the whole stadium is pretty weird, honestly.
but I mean, you need to give Clint Frazier a chance. But if Gardner should start against Morton because the success, I don't know what it is. But
I'm starting him 100% against Snell, though. That's not even a conversation.
1,000%.
Like, not even a conversation.
We have Higgy against Higgy in game 1, of course. So Gary's going to sit. Gary does have success against Snell, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, if
Ooh.
they start Snell game 1, but then you got Cole
You're gonna have
against Snell, it's gonna be a tough
No,
decision,
it's
but I
already
think
been
they're
announced.
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah,
go.
Higgy's catching Cole. That is confirmed.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%. 100%. But yeah. So moving past that,
So hold on. Do you think they would throw Stanton in left field just a DH
no,
Gary against Snell?
no
No,
chance.
no
I
shot.
don't think there's any chance. If we would have seen anything from Stanton in left field this season, I would say
no.
it's a possibility. But he hasn't played at all
That'd
this
be
year.
throwing him in the fire. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just not fair to him.
It would be nice if we could do that.
I'm just trying to think who has had. We have any experience? The only guy that actually has experience playing at that field is
Stanton.
and he has
No,
legendary
DJ.
home run.
No, he played for the Rockies for so
DJ
long.
probably did, yeah.
DJ,
Yeah.
but I mean Stanton loves to hit that WBC.
Let's just not talk. Yeah, so I said, don't bring up the home run derby.
No, the WBC. He had that what
big
tour
He had
was
that
it?
one home run.
He had a big
I think
home run.
I think it went through.
He had
like a
some
window.
homers as a Marlin there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna look up his stats, but I mean, keep the lineup the
Still,
same. Keep
bro.
Gleyber Torres at 7. Keep
I hate
Gleyber
looking
Torres
at
at 7.
I hate looking at like stadium stats.
Yeah, that doesn't really mean
I don't think it's really a thing. It just matters if the guy's seeing the ball well or not. But one thing I do want to mention with the stadium, I saw a picture today posted on the Yankees Twitter of Giancarlo Stanton on the field. This is like such a little thing, but it pisses me off so much. If they don't get those cardboard cutouts of Padres fans out of the crowd before game 1, I'm going to be pissed.
They will. I'm sure they will.
They moved the ones in front of home plate. They removed the ones in front of
They're
home
not going
plate
to have
already.
Padres fans in the stand. That'd be so stupid.
But yeah, I guess we could kind of give our predictions now as far as what we think is going to happen in this series. I guess I'll give mine first. Most of us were pretty right when it came to the wild card series that the Yankees were going to win. I think a lot of us picked in 3. I'm going Yankees in 4 against the Rays.
Yeah.
I agree.
What I was gonna say.
Yeah,
They're gonna
I
win
think
3-1.
Tampa will get 1. I think
They're
the
gonna be like
MVP of the
one
series.
low-scoring game.
Give me Aaron Judge. I know I said the same thing about the wild card series, and he only had that 1 home run, which was huge. But I do think that he's finally gonna like light it up in the ALDS against Tampa.
I agree with that. That'd be nice to see. I don't know. I think Stanton's getting a little more locked in. I think he's gonna have a big series, and they're gonna win in 4 because there's probably gonna be one like low-scoring pitchers duel kind of game, and I feel like the Yankees are gonna have one game where they lay an egg.
Yeah,
I think that overall they're gonna win. 3-1.
Luke Voigt's my pick because he's the one that was on the team the entire time when Tampa was beating our shit. So I think he's like fucking probably watching film, like just fucking. But like imagine like a boxer watching film and just fucking tying his wrapping his hands up for a fight. I just imagine Luke Voigt just
What?
I can't with this kid. I can't.
I just think Luke Voigt's out for fucking blood. I think if
He's always
anyone
out for blood,
is, but I think even more now.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know if he's wrapping his hands up for a fight, but
Hey, who
he's
knows?
definitely
Who
going to
knows?
be out for
Wrapping his
blood.
foot.
Better be prepared in case it happens.
How many games you got?
I also have Yankees in 4.
4? Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe.
But I
bet.
can
3
see
wins
them
in a row is
sweeping.
pretty tough because
I can
the
see them
Rays
sweeping.
aren't a bad team. No, they could sweep them, but like it's just the way it goes.
But also,
Do we stay in San Diego if we win the series?
yeah. If we're looking at this like realistically, Minnesota had a much better offense than Tampa did last year. And our pitching was much worse last year, and we shut Minnesota down. So I think all we really need to do is use our better pitching this year and just shut Tampa's offense down. Because if it comes to whoever scores 4 runs wins, I think the Yankees could easily do that over Tampa. Am I wrong?
We just need the bullpen just has to do their job after the starters.
I don't trust Tampa's bullpen at all.
Adam Ottavino is a
Adam
big
Ottavino
X factor.
is a big X factor.
Big
If
X.
Yeah.
we can get the
Gotta show
Ottavino that we paid for, we're gonna need him. And right now, like in like the totem pole, you got Chapman, Britton. Chapman and Britton are like at the top. Chad Green. This might come to surprise. Then I'm
Sessa.
actually gonna have Sessa there.
Yeah.
Jonathan Holder or Ottavino probably right after Sessa. Or
I don't
Ottavino
trust
could be up
Holder.
there. I trust Holder over Jonathan Loizaga right now.
I don't
Yeah.
know about that. No,
That's-
I'm taking
that's awesome.
Loizaga
That's
over
awesome.
Holder.
I think it's a toss up.
I'm not gonna judge him just based on the Cleveland game. Because I would still like if it came down to it and the Yankees needed to use either Holder or Loizaga in a big situation like that, I'm going Loizaga.
Rays can hit fast velocity. I do remember that. Honestly, I
So-
would not be surprised if you see the reason why actually throwing Tanaka after Cole is smart is because you get fucking fireball, like fastballs coming right at you. Cole's gonna need to use, again, as I said, all 4 pitches again. If G-Man's up, I watched video of his 15
I swear
strikeout
to
game
God, bro.
in the ALDS. G-Man Troy cannot hit a fastball up from Cole at
If
90.
he throws him any knuckle curves or sliders hanging across the middle, I swear.
I hate G-Man Choi.
I mean,
He's the Josh Naylor of the Rays. That's what he's gonna
Cole
be.
is gonna be pissed.
Well, they're all Josh Naylor.
even more.
I don't know. To be honest, I'm not as nervous as I was for the Cleveland series, only because it's like it's a familiar format. Like
Yeah.
it's 3 games to win. It's not like you lose 2 in a row, you're done. So I'm also like much more confident as far as that goes. I think the Yankees are ready to go, especially after that crazy ass game in Cleveland. But I'm gonna make a bold prediction before we wrap things up here. The winner of this series is going to win the World Series, without a doubt in my mind.
You think the Rays could beat the Dodgers?
I
Yes.
don't.
Series? No.
No,
I do
I
think so.
truly believe against that pitching, the Rays would crumble.
No, I think
I
that
really don't think so.
I think that if the Rays beat the Yankees, they will win the World Series, and I think the Yankees will beat the Rays.
So
And we'll
whoever
beat
wins this series
whoever.
is winning the AL. That's for sure.
Yeah, because the
I'll
other
say
side of the
that,
ALDS
yeah.
doesn't look too good. The Astros and A's are just gonna be like a battle of who's worse, to be honest.
No, the A's
Would
are
you
gonna.
rather?
The
Would you
A's
rather
were-
see the Astros?
the
Would you agree on
Astros?
that?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I would rather see the Astros.
Yeah, I honestly, this postseason would be so ideal if we could go from
Sweep the
eliminating Tampa to Houston to the Dodgers, bro. That
Without
would just
losing a
be
game.
Watch it
Icing
be
on the
fucking.
cake.
Watch it fucking be like, I don't fucking know. Athletics Marlins or Yankees Marlins.
I wouldn't watch. I would not watch.
I
If
don't
it was
think
Athletics
anybody
Marlins, I
will.
would not
That's
watch.
like Major League Baseball's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
That would make them not want to do the extended playoffs.
Can I make a little bit of a bold prediction?
Go for it.
Marlins are going to be in the NLCS.
It's not
Who they
too
playing?
bold
The Braves?
because I don't think the Braves
Oh,
are that
yeah,
good.
yeah. They're not.
Yeah. I guess we'll
They're
see.
solid, but the Marlins have a shot.
They do.
All right. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us. ALDS starts on Monday. No off days, so Game 5 would be on Friday. I guess we'll see how everything goes. Got Cole Game 1. Hopefully everything works out well. Let's go Yankees, and we will see you guys next time.